Welcome to Cash Flow and Cuss Words with Carly and Sarah, where they help you create the life and business you want with tips and encouragement so you can quit your day job, become a successful entrepreneur, and build a life you love. And now, Carly and Sarah.
Okay, so my name is Carly.
I'm Sarah.
And we're with Cash Flow and Cuss Words, episode 3.
Number 3.
Yes. Okay, so we're coming back to answer the remaining 4 questions in our 8-question Q&A.
Yep.
If you missed the last 4, you need to back up a week.
Yep.
Check out the 4, and then we're going to do the follow 4 today. And if you noticed from last podcast, I'm bossy, so I'm asking the questions.
That's right.
Okay, so that's just how
You're
it
also
is.
like the most organized and like, you know, the most on the ball.
I mean, some days I'm just like, what else? What else? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, yeah.
Number 5.
5. Okay. So who are the 3 people that have been most influential to you?
Okay. So if we're talking about business and success, my top 3 are number 1, Brene Brown, because she has taught me so much about shame and fear and not living with those things.
Right.
And so that's completely changed my life. Like we talked about in the last episode, I'm not afraid to lose anymore. I'm only afraid to not try.
Right. Because we can bounce back.
Always. There's nothing we can't bounce back
there.
from. We have lived through so much.
Nothing.
So number 2 for me is Bob Proctor, because he talks about
so good.
living with intention, living with the idea of manifestation, which I believe in. You know, the power of asking and believing that it's coming to you, and just that's kind of how we
putting that positivity out there and expecting it to come back.
Yeah, knowing that everything is always working in my highest good. That is how I have learned to live now that I have been following Bob Proctor. And number 3 is Carly. I take so much from her. When she finds something that works, because she is a girl who does plan A, B, C, D, and I just fly by the seat of my pants. So if she finds something that works, I just steal it.
I mean, but you always do a good job with it.
Yeah.
Right? So just to go back to that, like for my 3, Sarah is definitely on my 3. Sarah is always seeing what you could do, right? Or what you can do. I started a business that I make very good money in off of a 6-minute podcast she sent me one day. It's just like, I think you can do this.
No, I know you can do this.
Yeah, exactly. And so definitely. Okay, so for my other 2, my counselor.
Yeah.
So, and you know, it's just something to always talk about. I have a counselor I have seen for off and on for 6 years. I see her most of the time. I see her once a week. She let me turn that off. She lets me just come in and talk, and then she will drop questions back at me, which really makes me like think and reflect. So she's not afraid to ask me a question that will make me be introspective. And so that in itself has helped me to grow.
Yeah,
so, like,
and then you do that to me.
Yeah. So like I really like appreciate that, especially because she's a neutral voice. She doesn't know any of my friends. She doesn't know any of my businesses. I mean, she might know some if I like tell her about them, but otherwise she just sees things at face value, and then she makes me dig deeper to figure out why and what. So she's amazing. And then we were also talking about like in my business, I have a lot of different businesses in different areas. Some of them I keep up with more than others. One of my businesses, I just do what I want because that's what I do.
Hey Carly, what do you do for a living? I do what I want.
I do what I want. Fuck it, I just do what I want. I mean, that's just how it is. So anyway, there's a lady in one of my Amazon groups, and she's a very big seller. She's super nice. She has an all girls group that I'm in, and she just basically says, just make shirts, just make designs, just make. The world could be burning down, okay, and she'd be like, just make designs. Meaning, just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, put out more work. Every day, put out a little bit of work. Over and over and over. Just, you know what else she told me? Well, she says it like in some of her interviews, and I've talked to her a few times. Somebody asked her, what is your major motivation for working for yourself? And she said, I don't like to be poor.
That's our motivation.
I don't like to be poor. Sarah, who you love?
Me and money.
Me and money.
Yeah, no, in fact,
I love Sarah.
I'm going to revise my answers. So the most influential people to me are Carly, me, and money.
Money. Okay, because, life runs around money. Like, there's no getting around it.
That's why we started our business. And one of the reasons I think that we are so successful is because we have to succeed.
Yeah,
if we don't succeed, we don't eat.
Right.
I mean, we have a lot of kids.
And I always have a fallback. I always have a fallback. But let's just be real. After you've lived a lifestyle where you can just be like, fuck it, I'm taking today off. And you don't got to call nobody. You don't even got to change out of your jammies. You could just stay in bed and take a mental health day.
Yeah.
Right? After you go, oh, it's a Thursday? Y'all want to go to the zoo? Pile in, let's go. On the road. Oh, you want to take a weekend trip? Sure. Let me just pack my computer. I'm going to do a little work on the road.
And that's the freedom that you get from money. It's not being so wealthy that you can, buy $1 billion house.
Right. You can if that's what you want.
Jet, but hashtag goals. But it's saying, you know what, guys? This year for Christmas, we're going to go to Colorado and everyone's going to see snow for the first time.
Right. So
and just the freedom to do that.
And I could never give up all this freedom that I have to go to an 8-to-5 job. Not doing it. To have somebody tell me when to leave and when to come? Negative. When I can stop to go pee? No. Fuck no.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. Not happening.
Okay. Tell me number 6.
Number 6. What is the one common myth about your profession or field that you would want to debunk?
Okay, so this isn't about a specific one of my streams of income, but really all of them. And it's the idea that working from home is somehow easier than working for someone else, because it's really not. It's so much more work.
Right.
But it's so much more freedom. I can take off months at a time if I want, and I plan for it. I can get up and go. I can work from wherever I want, whenever I want.
Or you can say, hey, I'm going to take 6 weeks off because we're going to launch a podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
And do that.
And just do that.
When I worked for someone else, they were in charge of telling me what to do and when to do it. And now I have to be that person, which requires a lot more discipline.
I do get that.
But it's a lot more freedom too.
Right.
I don't have to ask anyone else's permission to do anything.
You never have to miss one of your kids' events.
I don't want to go to their events.
Yeah, you're going to the events. Suck it up. Suck it up. When, in non-COVID times, you would go to the events.
That's true.
Now you could do a drive-thru and be like, hey.
Well,
that's fabulous.
The beauty is now we're kind of homeschooling. We use a service.
Right.
But if we want to get up and road school and do school from the top of a mountain, we can do that. We've done that.
But going back to that, you would still have to work on the road.
Yeah, you have to work on the road.
Have to work on the road. Now, you don't have to work the whole time.
Right.
But so that, that goes back to my answer is a lot of people, I don't think they think I work.
I think on your social media presence, you are doing a lot. You have, private dance classes for Poppy. And
we do a lot. And we like to visit with our friends and hang out, which to me all rolls back to balance in my lifestyle, right? This is the lifestyle I've created for my family. And that's just how it is.
That's what we want our listeners to achieve.
Yeah, you're just balance and to find a lifestyle that works with your family and your family goals and dreams. Your kids are only so little before you miss it all. But on the other hand, we have to make money.
Yeah.
Right? So we're really all about finding that balance. So, okay, if you could step into my shoes, what would you have asked yourself that I didn't?
I would tell our listeners, no matter what you're doing to make money, whether it's a service or offering a product, I hate to break it to you, but there are 100 other people who are doing what you're doing. Always. You say this all the time.
Yes.
Nothing is new. There's nothing new. And I think you need to be very careful about your presence online, but now people want to patronize people that they like.
Right.
So you need to be personal, because they could buy that thing from 100 other people.
Right. I mean, and that doesn't mean be fake.
Right.
We're not saying like for me, I always say to keep it private. I went through my divorce. It was like 16 months. Some people didn't even know we had a divorce. You know how they found out? Did I ever tell you that story?
Uh-oh.
So we got a divorce, and I didn't send out Christmas cards, but we got a divorce like in January, but it's been like a whole year because you gotta wait a year in Louisiana. And so I took pictures with my kids, and then I sent out New Year's cards, like Happy New Year to me.
New
Year, new me, no ex-husband, no husband. So, and there still today are people that don't realize that I'm divorced. And that's just, keep in mind, you will never see me bash someone. You'd never see me bash my ex on Facebook. I think I've written one blog on that. I mean, you're never going to see me, let me say this very nicely, okay? You're not going to see me be like a complete asshole. However, if you're being stupid, I'm probably going to tell you you're being stupid. Maybe not in those many words, but you will get the idea. There won't be anything that I won't tell you to your face.
Right. And okay, but along those
lines. But when we say stay private is stay classy.
You also, it's imperative that you think of your, let me see if I can say this nicely. Think of your clients as children. You need to make it very simple, as though they are little children and they need you to hold their hands.
Well, not all of my clients are like that.
No, but you are marketing to everyone. And so make it simple. If you have a condo.
Keep it simple as always.
And you want people to book your condo, I am not going to search through 500 Airbnbs to find you. Put the link.
Yes.
Make it simple.
So we talk about being private, but still being personable. And we also talk about being accessible. Okay. So accessible doesn't mean that I'm going to tell you all of my inner feelings. It does mean that I'll share where I get my hair done or where I bought a sweater at, or you will definitely know on my link tree where my website is, where my Instagram is, how to reach me, how to find me. Definitely here for that. But your clients and your customers that maybe see you on your platform, whether it be Instagram or whatever, they're going to see your business. Your business has to portray what you want your business to portray. I will not do business with someone that I feel is very negative.
Oh, for sure.
Because good karma begets good karma, right? So if you're putting out negative energy, I'm not here for that.
I think though, don't assume they can tell you're a good person or an expert. You kind of have to sell yourself.
Yeah.
Tell them that you're,
You can tell them, and you can tell them some of the things that are going on with your life and learn how to articulate them the proper way. And just, can y'all...
Clear expectations.
Can we just say full sentence words? Full words with periods. And proper capitalizations. Y'all, I don't know how to tell y'all this, but if you capitalize every word of a sentence, I'm gonna look at your business and think, no, why am I giving my money to them? No. So you wanna stay private and professional, but still share enough so that people know who you are.
If people like you, they will spend their money with you.
Right, and it's super important. And so your appearance is super important in that. Okay, so let's talk about, real quick, we just talked about all our low connections.
Yeah.
Sarah and I are all over the place, although we're trying. Okay, so, oh my gosh.
If you guys are just listening, you can also find us on YouTube, and you'll want to see the outtakes on YouTube. We do this thing with our hands. You're going to want to see it. It's
fabulous.
Funny.
So where can you find us online? You can find us on Facebook at Cashflow and Cusswords, and you can find us on Instagram.
Cashflow and Cusswords. Yeah, same.
Yeah, if you're on Instagram, it's probably going to be me because that's my jam.
yeah, not my jam. I'm a Facebook girl. So if you are on Facebook and you message us, you're probably going to be talking to me.
Yeah.
Sarah.
And if you're on Instagram and you see like this fabulous post by someone or very inspirational, I love quotes, right? Tag me. I want to see it. Tag me. Okay.
For
All
sure.
right.
Message us if you have any questions that you want to ask us. We would love to tell you more about what we're up to and our businesses and how we make things work. If you have an issue, bring
Tell
it to
us,
because that might be something that we can talk to you guys about in full. We can really break it down for you.
Yep. All right. Well, we will see y'all next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.